Hi there, I'm Clary Fairy and I wanted to do this video today about proving ourselves. Now, recently I came to an understanding of something in the world that was quite profound, and when I was thinking about it and I was sort of the information was coming to me and the understanding was sort of revealing itself, I can remember sitting and thinking to myself, wow, this makes so much sense, these dots that I'm connecting. And I called one of my friends and I said to my friends, I've just had this incredible understanding of things, what do you think about this? So I shared it with her, and she said, oh, that's really interesting. I said, yeah, I'm actually going to write about it, I'm going to put it in one of my books. And she said, but Claire, how are you going to prove that? How are you going to prove what it is that you've just understood or came to realise? And I'd said to her instinctively, well, that's what I'm working on. And so I ended the conversation and I came back to do some writing, and I sat down and write, and I thought to myself, how am I going to prove this? How am I going to prove that this understanding that I've had, this sort of revelation, this insight, this vision that I've had is true for the world? And when I tried to do that, I thought to myself that I got stumped. I couldn't move forward with what it was that I was doing and with what I was trying to share, because I couldn't think, how am I going to prove that? Firstly, I'm not a physicist. I'm not a quantum physicist. I don't have all these sort of degrees or whatever, or understandings of all the philosophies and bloody blahs. I don't have that all, so I can't say, oh, I'm actually have a PhD in this and I'm a master of that and I know all this stuff. It was just an understanding that I'd had that had came to me that I felt made a lot of sense. And it kind of got me thinking too, why we feel we need to prove ourselves, and why we feel that we need to prove our thoughts and our feelings and our understandings in the world to other people. And I thought, now, it could be a case of finding things to prove our thoughts could be true in order that people understand us. And I can understand that, why, but even the understanding in itself, if it's made sense to me, even me just explaining my thoughts about something, you would be able to understand that. So I thought, why do we feel the need to prove ourselves? What is it that we feel that we can't share our thoughts and our feelings because that they might not be true for the whole world, and therefore it's not valuable or worthy enough to go out, or it doesn't have the credibility that things that have been proven would have? And I thought this was really interesting, because as an artist and as a feeler, as a visionary, as a thinker, I come to understandings and insights about things all of the time. And so none of them are proven. I can't prove that they're true for the world, but I know that they are true for myself. That's how I see, that's how I experience, that's how I understand the world that is around me. And I thought, well, how many other people in this world are holding back things that they think and things that they understand and ways that they feel because it's not proven by the world? And they hold it all in because they think that they'll maybe look silly, or people might laugh or disagree with what it is that you have to say. And I thought, as an artist and as a visionary and as a writer and as a being, why would I feel the need to prove myself to anyone? Why do any of us feel the need to prove ourselves? I think that the fact that we are here and that we exist and that we're alive and that we are being in this space, in this world, is proof enough. I think that's proof enough. The fact that I can think and understand and connect dots on things is proof enough that it makes sense. So I think it's our duty as artists and visionaries to just share what it is that we think and that we feel, and not worry about proving whether it's right or not, because if there's provers out there in the world, they'll take what we think and say and they'll prove it or disprove it by themselves. But as an artist, when I put something out there in the world, that's how I see, that's how I understand, that's how I experience things. And if people like it, then great. And if they don't, then great. If they understand it or if they don't, if they love it or if they don't, it's really not anything to do with me, how other people perceive what it is that I put out there. My job as a being to be here is to express my experience of life and to put that out there into the world through my art, through my writing, through my books, through my stories. And if people connect with that, then great. And if it helps people in their world, like maybe they're going through something sort of, maybe they're looking for some understanding of something that they're experiencing, and by me offering my understanding may help them to see in a better light that might make their world a bit more brighter. And if I can do that as an artist, then that's an excellent thing to do. So I don't feel that I need to prove anything that I have thought or understood or experienced about the world. I simply put it out there and I leave it for other people to decide. So I hope that if you or anyone you know is sort of in a position where they're feeling like they can't put themselves out there because they need to prove themselves, I'm here to say that we have nothing to prove. We are here, we exist, and because we exist, we're already proof enough. And therefore, it's our job purely to express who we are and to express ourselves out there in the world. And if other people wish to prove it, then they can prove it for themselves. So thanks for listening, and I hope this is helpful in some way, and you have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.